Hello, I'm Lucas Gomersall and I work for H&H Classics as one of the auction consigners here. I'm responsible for helping out a lot of our vendors to get their cars to auction. I'm going to take you on a little walk around here at our Buxton sale today. It's a slightly wet and windy day, but it's looking fabulous for the rest of the week. So, first car that we're going to talk to you about today is this fabulous Rover P5B, finished in its original colours of zircon blue and silver birch. The car's covered just over 21,000 miles since new, and it is in absolutely glamorous condition. The car's been looked after very well throughout its whole life, and we're pretty confident that we can say it's one of the best examples that you will find on the market today. So I'll take you around the car very quickly. As you can see, it is stunning. All of the chrome work is absolutely perfect. Paintwork is very, very good, with no noticeable blemishes. I'll take you into the interior of the car. I'll open the door for you. As you can see, all the original leatherwork is present. All the carpets are correct. All of the dials are correct. And all of the woodwork is in splendid condition. A really fine example of Rover's history. So I'm sat here in a Bentley Continental T series, one of Bentley's finest achievements during the 1990s. Absolutely lovely car. This one came in as a late entry, so we don't have it in our catalogue, but it is available to see here and it's in stunning condition. These are absolutely fabulous cars. They have all of the bells and whistles, fabulous walnut dashes and grain, as you can see. All of the top all spec went into these cars at the time. So I'll take you out of the car. Finished in the fabulous Brooklands green colour of Bentley. And it's very, very cool to the point that even through the radiator grille, you can see the fabulous great big red fans on the front of it. It's a real homage to Bentley's history, if you like, and it really harks back to those times during the 20s when Bentley were winning Le Mans. And from the largest of the motor cars that we have here, I'll take you to some of the smallest. So we have two very nice Austin 7s. We have a 1928 Austin 7 fabric bodied Saloon, which is VSCC eligible. Very well looked after over its time. It's running on a coil ignition conversion and has a lovely original cloth interior in it. Fabulous car for somebody who's either a collector or somebody who'd actually like to use cars, because these do get used a lot. And over here, we have an Austin 7 Nippy, and it's the genuine article. It's just completed a comprehensive bodywork restoration by a very well-known Austin 7 enthusiast who's done lots of these cars. This one's the real deal. It's for the real sporting type among you. It's got a fabulous interior in it. This has all been redone in proper leather. It's just a good thing. And for those of you who fancy being Roger Moore in The Saint, we have this fabulous cowl horn bumper P1800, one of the very early cars. This one has been subject to a comprehensive restoration by a very respected enthusiast within the Volvo Club. It's a very clean car throughout. The interior is absolutely fabulous. And the nice thing about it is it's not the typical cream colour, because everybody wants that in order to be Roger. This one's red, which looks splendid. It's almost like a baby DB4 from Sweden, essentially. So the interior is absolutely fabulous as well. I'll come round and show you that. It's a car that really does hark back to that early 60s period, with its fabulous wooden steering wheel and the great dashboard that Volvo did. And now I'm taking you into one of our marquee tents here at Buxton. So we run them at all of our auctions. So we managed to keep a lot of our clients' cars out from the rain, which we're having today. This particular car I wanted to show you that we're selling today is a 2011 Ford Focus RS. As you can see, completely different to what you'd probably expect us to sell. This particular car has had around £60,000 spent on it and is now up to a road race specification, 630 horsepower, with a stripped out interior, running a sequential gearbox with air shift on paddles, full roll cage, twin fuel pumps, and a full fire extinguisher system. It's a very fast car. Another car that's going to be a fantastic buy for somebody, our lovely F355 Spider. It's a left-hand drive car. It was originally supplied to North America, but it's covered just 25,800 miles since new. It's been maintained by Shieldtech in the UK, apart from its import, and it's recently had a belt service less than 500 miles ago. It's estimated at 50 to 60,000 pounds, and we expect it to do very well. These cars are currently going up. They're very desirable. They're a great buy for somebody, and it's unusual to find one in yellow. So for those of you that are Mini experts, you'll probably notice this one's a little bit different. It's an Innocenti Mini 1001. The car's estimated at 10 to 14,000 pounds. It's in superb condition. It's been looked after by its previous owner very well. The car was originally from Tuscany, but it's actually a right-hand drive car, which makes it very unusual. You don't see these in the UK very often. I don't know if you know anything about the Innocenti Minis compared to the BMC ones, but they are different in some ways. So they have side repeater indicators. The hubcaps are slightly different. And also, if you come through it around to the interior, you'll notice it's essentially a deluxe version of the Mini. So it has very nice cloth and vinyl seats. This one has been recovered very nicely to the original specification. The dashboard is different, so all of the gauges are actually made by Vignale Borletti rather than the usual Smith's clocks. And it's obviously in kilometres an hour because the car's been in Tuscany. We'd like to show you an oddity. This certainly is an oddity. It's a standard Vanguard Vignale estate. So, as you'll probably appreciate, these are extremely rare. The normal saloons are rare on their own, but to find an estate version is just out of this world, really. So the car has been very well looked after. It features a lot of originality. It's got a lovely original badge bar on there. The car also has a lovely sun visor on it, and the car's accessorised. It's pretty much what your dad would have had back in the 1960s. I'll show you the interior of the car. So it has the lovely bench seat that everybody would expect in a car of this age as a family car. The door cards all to be retrimmed in their original style. And it also features overdrive, which is very unusual for a car of this era. The car has been around. The previous owner has taken it to Goodwood, to the revival a number of times. And it's the sort of car that you can expect to not pay a huge amount of money for, because it's estimated at 10 to 12,000 pounds. And you can have a lot of fun. And it's very practical being an estate. You can take the dogs out to the countryside in it. And I'll now take you to something that's completely unusual. So this Volvo estate is in unbelievably original condition. It's had one former keeper with 42,000 miles, which is, as you'll probably appreciate, not a lot for one of these. The car's estimated at 10 to 12,000 pounds and is in absolutely stunning condition, to the point that it feels like you can almost smell the original Volvo salesman's aftershave on the interior. I'll take you around to show that because it's probably the most special part of the car. The seats are in incredible condition. The dashboard is still as black as the day it was made. And everything is period correct and perfect. It really is a one-off, and one for you collectors out there. And now we take you to the absolutely theatrical. This is a Chitty Bang Bang Evocation. So it's built on a Packard chassis. The car features a 6-litre Studebaker straight-six engine. And it was built by a gentleman who is renowned for building custom pre-war cars, building all pre-war parts. The vendor wanted something slightly different because he wanted it to be more authentic to what the period would have been that the car was depicted in the film than what the original film cars are. It's the same length as the original film car, but it's actually slightly taller because he preferred the proportions this way. And he spent a lot of time and effort doing this. So he built it essentially to please his children. The car does have, the whole rear end has been built by a boat builder. It's built with clinker-built boards, and it is as authentic as you can get. The interior is also absolutely gorgeous, and it's the perfect thing for any business who want to advertise using something out the blue. And what could be considered a very good buy in today's supercar market, this is a 2012 McLaren MP4-12C. The car's been very well maintained throughout its life. It's covered just over 35,000 miles, and it's estimated at 55 to 65,000 pounds. These McLarens, although very reasonably priced at the moment, they are actually on the climb and they're becoming very desirable. So the auction, we open our doors at 9 AM tomorrow morning. The auction will start at 1 PM. We'd love to have you here in the room with us, evidently. We have all the seats lined up and ready to go for you. But if you can't make it here, then you can also place a telephone bid with us, you can leave a commission bid with us, or you can also place a bid online. Hope to see you here tomorrow.